Yo, it's S.O.D, the mic's on fire. Old Garris in the game, taking you higher. Ex-college beast, now the playbook's a feast. Breaking down the lines like a lyrical priest. From the gridiron grind to the sideline shine, he's got the insight sharper than a...
Welcome to Solid Talk, and today we're going to be reviewing the passing plays for the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, this is going to be a heavily focused review on Tua Tagovailoa and some of the struggles, successes, and weaknesses of the entire passing offense for the game, Week 13. All right, on this particular play, we're going to get Miami in 20 personnel. They have no tight ends on the field. They're heavy with Brunskill in, basically a running formation, first down, first and 10. Um, I am frustrated because this is a play that probably is going to blow up the crunk up the band if you watch film. Instead, we're looking at it and saying Tua doesn't have any mobility, but you have three failures by other players that impacts the quarterback and creates a sack and make you feel as if Tua doesn't have the ability to play the position. Now, Tua had a bad game, but this is the very first snap. And anybody who's ever done anything knows when something goes wrong on your first snap and is out of your control, you start putting that in your head. Tua had a bad game. Let's say that now. However, Waddle gets jammed to not oblivion. Let's not say that. He got jammed, but it's bad for an NFL receiver. And then he trips. So he doesn't get the separation he would and be open earlier in the play. So the first read Tua goes to is Malik Washington, who's the safety, decides to undercut and is robbing this play. Can't throw it. You only have two receivers going down the route. One gets jammed and the other one is being taken away with a robber. Tua then tries to hitch and come back to Waddle. However, Austin Jackson loses on an inside move. Not saying it's easy to make that block because you are giving that run read first. Tua evades it. But then you also have Ingle lose to a defensive end, which will happen. So you have two people losing in pass protection. And your receiver, who, if he won early, the ball could have been out early and you don't have to worry about protection issues. However, Waddle loses, Austin Jackson loses, and Ingle all lose, forcing your quarterback to take a sack. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on this particular play. I just want to give a shout out to the offensive line on the pass protection. Tua fumbles the ball, picks it up, scans the field, misses Malik Washington initially, then comes back to him and gets the ball to him. All right, it was a really good job. And he is definitely like kind of locking in on Waddle a little too much on sometimes. But in that particular situation, he was able to get off that initial read after dropping the ball and having the time to get to what should have been like a third or fourth read, being his second read because of the fumble and getting the ball out. All right, two things on this particular play. One, Tua is greedy. He's being greedy. He's being greedy, and it's frustrating because I want effective, efficient football. He has the quick flat, get the ball, is not third down, get it to him, get yardage, put us in a situation to be successful. Now, Cedric Wilson runs the route shallow. I'm not sure how they uh they are teaching it this year, but I do know it usually has more depth than that, especially with Tyreek Hill, because that ball goes a little bit deeper. You can see him open up, and he tries to lead him and throw it up over the lurking corner that's underneath it. It's a touchdown if he just goes at more of an angle. He's going a little bit. If he gets more depth, it's a touchdown. It's a route. What year was it? I think it was 2022 against Buffalo where was this Cedric Wilson? No, it was the undrafted free agent or the rookie who ran the route and was too shallow and it missed him again. And it was a drop pass because he couldn't get to it. Can't remember his name because he's not on the team anymore. But this is the same problem. That was not on Tua. That's repetitions with a receiver that don't know how to run the route correctly. Now, Tua's being greedy. I want to be greedy, and that's the time to take a shot. You got the opportunity, but the receiver's not in position. And like this is so frustrating because those are big plays being left on the field that could have been amazing twice already. Again, Waddle is getting jammed up. He's not getting a free release. It's messing up the timing. Cedric Wilson's bumping into him. It's a bad read by Tua anyway. Someone's already in that window. It's just bad all around. I don't even think. The way Waddle's running routes, you need to give him more space to be one on one, and you need more time because he takes more time to get off releases. He's not able to get off jams consistently and quickly, smoothly. This is a particular play where I feel like the defense was in the perfect call for a simple, is a real simple all hitches on 3rd and 14. Stop at the sticks. Offensive play call by Mike McDaniels. It's a bad play call. It's just not good enough. It's not giving you a chance to win. You don't beat anything with that. What do you beat with hitches? Maybe man, if you push real hard, maybe that, or it's a drop zone that you have something, but you don't even have anything underneath to pull the coverage down to open up the hitch or anything to push the defense over top so you can get the hitch underneath. It's just all hitches. Like maybe if you get cover three, that might work, but you only got three hitches. So the curl flat would you get take both of those out the way, and then you got the hook curl. Like it's nothing there. Like it's just a bad call. It's so simple. I love it. Pull the cover two corner with your eyes, throw the ball over top. And some people saying if they give him a better ball, maybe he scores. Um, Possibly, but you have a tight end and you're trying to drop it into that zone in a bucket, and that's exactly what you do. It's a great job. And eye manipulation by controlling the corner and turn into a conflict defender. This is just Tua being greedy. I'm tired of it. Like you have the first read open, throw the dig, the in route, and put it on a line like you did against Carolina in 2022, 2023. Like put it on a line and hit Waddle. He's gonna take a hit, but that's what you got to do. Why do you come off and then try to throw a jump ball to Cedric Wilson? It's inefficient football. Throw the ball. Make your players make plays. So I already knew what hots were, but I learned like better ways to attack it. Listen to Kurt Warner. I was trying to improve. And initially, when I watched the game, I was just mad at it. Like they slid right, they brought pressure, simulated pressure on the left hand side, got pressure to the quarterback. It's a good play, but Tua has to know that you can be hot from that side because they bring a defender down there, and if you are sliding right, which you should know the protection, and if he comes, you have a hot in the progression. Put the ball to Achan. He has 1-on-1. I know it's third down, but you give him a chance to get to the first down rather than you have him to try to be a superstar, break a sack, and make a play. Which he does. He breaks the sack, he gets out, but ain't nobody on his side. Nobody does scramble drill, which it was a piss poor effort by Waller. But I mean, he's 30 something years old and he's on the other side of the field. And, like, it is what it is. But like efficient football is getting it out to your hot. Achan catches the ball and maybe he makes somebody miss. He's been doing it all year. Give him the chance to be a star. All right, let's get this pick out of the way. So, the play was dead when Mike McDaniels called it. Play action doesn't pull anybody, and as soon as the Tua just decides to throw the ball because the safety kind of goes to the middle of the field, like he would have to put it on a line to the pylon, like to make that ball even close to being right. Like I'm talking about an absolute laser, and the corner may even be able to jump it if you do it like that. Like that's not the ball you throw, and then maybe you can get it to Waller if you put on a laser a shorter pass because he's supposed to be breaking back out, but I'm not sure if it's an out or it's a corner. If it has to be an out, if it's a corner, you're not gonna get a chance because the corner is going to be in position. Like nothing on that. You had two routes really, and nothing's gonna work. Play action did nothing, pulled nobody. This part of the reason he was able to run the ball on them so effectively is because they was playing the pass. They was like, "F it, we're not gonna let you throw the ball on us." All right, let's get this out of the way. It wasn't a great ball by Tua, but Achan has to catch that ball. And if we're talking about an elite running back who is supposed to be able to be multifaceted, he catches that ball. I don't know why he long armed it with one arm. You had opportunity to put two hands on it. Tua put a little bit on it to get it to him quick, but I've seen him catch the ball like a receiver. That's not a hard pass to catch. People blame Tua because they don't want to play players that are doing well, but that's more on Achan. Like I played in the time when you touch the ball, you catch the ball, and he should have caught the ball. Not the best pass in the world, but you catch that ball. It's on Achan. You gotta catch the ball. All right, ditto, because it's the same thing. Julian Hill. Yeah, it's not a great pass, but if it touches your hand, not hands, you catch the ball. You are a receiving target. It was not a good throw. Tua should have put the ball on him. But you are an NFL receiving target. You are not an offensive lineman. There's linemen that would have caught in that ball. There's high school players that would have caught in that ball. There's college players that would have caught that ball. Tua did not throw a great ball. It's not good enough. But let's not just blame Tua on a ball that should have been caught by the tight end. Okay, so um, why don't we run this more? With in breaking route, and you do it with a tight end who actually beats a corner on an in breaking route, which is amazing. I know you had a little bit of a leverage advantage, but still, it's a great ball, amazing location. You don't got to a off center. He used great technique. The offensive line blocks it great and gives him time. He goes through multiple progressions. That's not his first read, and he does a great job. You also have an underneath receiving threat with your running back who is dangerous that pulls the coverage down and allows you to be able to open up the middle of the field and get access to it. Why don't we do it more? Go back to it. If it, especially if it worked, go back to that again. Or you know what you can do? Now you can pivot off of that, right? Have the in breaking route and have a dagger. And you have your other running back have an option route coming out of the backfield. Now you put that linebacker on the carry defender in the awful position if he wants to get depth because you want to take away the the uh the seam threat, cool. Or the safety comes over top, great. They want to get depth and take away that in route, which I would do. Cool. Now your running back is open with the option route. He should get the ball and get outside. And you're gonna get 5, 6, 7 yards on that play. And he's dangerous when he gets into the open field. We need to do more of this. What happened? Why are we not seeing more? The things that we saw shades of, like is I'm confused on that. This is why I love Mike McDaniels. I think he's a great head coach, but maybe his offensive coordinators who are in the game are not good enough. I think that could be a problem because not just on him, he's playing play calling, but we're talking about like why are we not creating this in game? And that's what the offensive coordinator who's not calling plays should be like heavily involved. This is just a good defensive schemed up call. It looked like cover six, and they locking up that backside number one receiver, which the backside number one just just gets destroyed. But the outbreaker, which should have been the thing that two, and that's what two was looking for. Corner sits on it because he's in cover two. It's a great job. Like that's a pick to the crib. Tua sees it. He has to hold the ball, get horrible pass protection. Can't go to nothing else, and so you get a sack from the quarterback. He does evade the initial sack, but there's no way for him to reset his feet, gets another weapon. It's just dead on arrival because the defense. This is not a bad play call. It's just a better defensive play call for what she was trying to run was played. This is not when I get angry at the play calling because that this is going to happen in a game. It's more so, oh man, that was a good play. Cover six, locking up the backside number one. It just becomes an issue where you can't adjust and get to anything else out of that, right? And so you see they like to try to play a hard corner. Now it's time to attack that and hit them with smash concepts. Tua just throwing bad balls off this rollout. It's something that he was like doing since his rookie year, and it was behind consistently. Today was just a bad day with the accuracy. That should have been a pick. Horrible throw. And then he comes back with an amazing throw. The thing he should have did in the red zone when I say put it on a rope to Waddle, he does it here. Ball's released early, gets it over. The linebacker doesn't get enough depth because he's trying to play on the right side, the right of the hashes, and the ball gets there. And you get a 20-yard gain. Why are we not doing this more? We should have been getting open access to the middle of the field because they were giving it to us. After watching this, I don't know why people were killing Tua for this particular throw. It's a great ball, honestly. You have a corner that's coming underneath, and then he throws it up over him, giving the tight end opportunity to get it where only he can get it, and over the corner. If the corner played it a little bit more sound, the corner does not play it sound. So you're like, oh, why you do it so far? But you have to assume that the corner is going to play, especially the position that he's at, and he just doesn't get his feet down. He goes up and he doesn't put his feet down. I don't think he knew where he was at on the field. That's it. It's Waller, honestly. So I know this play is a drive starter for the Dolphins, something they try to get access to easy yards. But whenever they see this motion to come across and they get that rail seam slide, that is not there anymore. That play, and you can see they only ran that thing a few times in the game, but that needs to be almost retired. Defenses are ready for it. All right, these last two plays are extremely hard to evaluate from a quarterback position. It's just offensive lineman get beat. Like Patrick Paul get beat by Chase Young. It's over. Dead. Can't do nothing with it. Next one here. Get beat immediately off the edge again. And Chase Young again comes up and can't get the ball. He still completes it, but beat immediately. I actually want to add something to the last play. I don't usually do this. I would have showed the film again. Um, but if he holds up a little bit longer, there's a big play in the middle of the field. If you go back and look at it, and I'll show it to you right here. But again, thank you again. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the S.O.D Squad.
Yo, it's S.O.D, the mic's on fire. Old Garris in the game, taking you higher. Ex-college beast, now the playbook's a feast. Breaking down the lines like a lyrical priest. From the gridiron grind to the sideline shine, he's got the insight sharper than a goal line. S.O.D,